First of all, what is a diminution? It's a melodic figure that replaces a long note with notes of shorter value, and professional musicians did this a lot in the 16th century. This is the process I go through when I decide I want to actually write down a serious diminution instead of improvising something extempore. First, I choose the piece I want to write a diminution for. Often it's going to be a madrigal or a chanson. This time it's a madrigal by Verdelot from 1536. Next, I transcribe the whole piece in MuseScore. I add the text underlay and any ficta I want to use. After that, I make or find a translation of the text of the madrigal so that I can connect to the emotional meaning as much as possible. I also decide on a style of diminution treatise that I want to emulate. In this case, I chose Silvestro Ganassi's classic book from 1535 since it was printed in Italy at almost exactly the same time as the madrigal from Verdelot. The first diminutions I write are on the cadences, and then on the long note values. Then I fill in other intervals according to the text underlay, and where it might be appropriate according to the rhetorical affect of the text. I try not to put in too much just for the sake of adding notes. In my opinion, less is more. I try to always preserve and enhance the sound of the original counterpoint. That doesn't mean I don't sometimes attempt super complex things, but I also don't like my diminutions to sound random or unmotivated. It's a very careful balance. I also like to leave a certain percentage of the diminution unwritten, so I have the freedom to improvise some elements in the moment. After I've written something I like, I check for parallel octaves, fifths, and other counterpoint mistakes. Then, I print a version of the diminution to practice with the simplex cantus voice underneath, so that I can switch back and forth between the two versions. This helps me maintain my awareness of the original vocal line, allowing me to make more coherent phrasing and shaping within the diminution. Eventually, if I have the opportunity, I like to perform from the original part, so that the diminution is only in my memory, and I can be even more free to improvise something in the moment, with a structure to fall back on.